Previously on Please Leave by Night.
A very successful movie that...
Twin witches. How revolutionary.
Witches.
All right. Let's put it
What
in
are
Tatiana.
No.
What are Tatiana's
But
thoughts?
also the like in Teen Beach movie, the girl goes and she's like, you can't just do all this for guys. Like, you guys can't just be like little pretty little things that guys do.
But there aren't even
What does
guys
Twitches teach
in
you?
Twitches.
That you want to be a Twitch?
No, that you have to be
I am
power
jealous.
of sisterhood.
I don't have a fucking sister.
I know.
Which is the best Disney Channel original movie ever?
I was hoping this bracket was for Anna. This is the one this is going to be interesting. Okay. Bracket number 11. We have High School Musical, the OG. It's about star athlete Troy Bolton falls for really smart, nerdy girl Gabriella at a holiday karaoke party. And coincidentally, she now goes to his school. And he just wants to hang out with her, but she wants to sing and dance. And so he's like, I'll sing and dance. And then Sharpay and Ryan, the school drama kids, are like, stop encroaching on our territory. And everyone's like, Troy, get back to basketball. And that's High School Musical. And then we have Smart House, which is a boy tries to stop his father from dating by programming their computerized house to be a surrogate mother. So bracket Daniel, bracket number 11.
All right, discuss.
Okay, first of all, these movies are not in the same realm at all.
Tell us, Anna. Tell us why.
Well, I like High School Musical, the original, the OG, the best. But that doesn't disregard that Smart House was like one of my favorite movies growing up. Because I guess like I feared it and loved it the same amount. It was a scary concept, but it was also just like so different and unique, and like Disney, maybe it wasn't even the place for Disney, to be honest. I don't know if it was the place to be on Disney, but it was, and I loved it. So I don't know. That's why I like Smart House, and I would choose that over High School Musical. But again, like High School Musical is so good, the original, to me, that I don't know. It's a good movie.
I will admit that Smart House has that like everlasting effect on me. Like it really does stay with you when you watch it, because like at work when people buy smart technology things, I'm like, no, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? It's gonna like lock you in your house. Because that movie is terrifying. But I'm gonna have to go with High School Musical just because it really like, it's kind of like Brink, where like it set the tone for a whole new generation of Disney movies that really stepped up their game with everything. And it has like a lot of just like themes and things about just like not having to always stay in your lane and being able to like kind of branch out and do different things and be part of different groups that you didn't think. And I mean, that's like, and it's Zac Efron and yeah.
I think I'm Team Smart House on this one. There's a zaddy in it, and there's a pretty very 90s. I think one of like the biggest things, and why like Anna was saying it doesn't feel like a Disney movie, is because like there's an actual evil person. Like a lot of times, like there's a bully, but this is like an actual antagonist.
Oh, definitely.
The one thing is, I don't know if like kids these days will get hype on it, because I don't know how cool the technology would be these days.
No, but still,
it had an everlasting effect on me.
Yeah. All right, Tatiana.
True. This one's really hard. I was hoping you guys would be really passionate one way or another, because I like Smart House. I think it set the tone for my Black Mirror obsession. And it's like the original Black Mirror is Smart House. And then High School Musical, because it is about a house that really has state-of-the-art technology that goes against its owners and kind of develops a mind of its own. It's like legit, you know, a terrifying concept for a child and for anybody. High School Musical, though, does have, I personally don't like the first one of High School Musical because I think they outdid themselves with 2 and 3. But if we are comparing it to the rest of the Disney Channel original movie universe, they did like it completely different. You would think that, I don't know, you would think that a whole nother team came in and made High School Musical because of how much.
Is this
They
the
pretty
first
much
musical?
No, it's not. Because the first.
What is the first musical?
I was trying to look that up, but definitely Cheetah Girls 1 came out before.
Oh yeah. But it is,
High School Musical is the first one that Kenny Ortega showed up on.
Cheetah Girls, is that a musical?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good question. Or is it a movie with music in it?
Third one more from
Would you count?
Time.
So okay, this is really hard.
No, it's still a musical. 'Cause it's still
I
high
vote
school.
Smart House.
High School
Smart
Musical.
It's up to you.
The second one.
I don't know what to do here. This is really hard. Okay. I'm going with Smart House because I think
Wow.
yeah. But I'm not done yet. I'm going with Smart House.
I feel like Daniel really had just this thought of
he probably wrote-
here for like certain movies.
Yeah. I feel like he
Yeah.
wrote things and all of them are wrong.
I think it was very like
I'm glad Daniel bet no money on this because he would have been out. Yeah, I'm going with Smart House because I think that it's one of those movies that stayed with you just when you watched it the few times you did. I love High School Musical because it produced the second and the third one.
Right.
But when it comes to it competing against itself, that one's not going to win. The other ones are. That's it. It's very small. It's by a margin of a point, but that's how I did it. So there it is. Okay. And speaking of second High School Musical, welcome to bracket 12. In bracket 12, we have High School Musical 2. It's the same characters from High School Musical 1, but it is the summer after the first one has taken place. So they all go and work at a country club together. And stuff happens. Troy wants to date Gabriella. Gabriella just wants to go her own way. Sharpay is over there doing God knows what Sharpay does. And then again, everyone wants Troy to play basketball, but he's just so darn good at singing, guys. He's so good. So might as well keep doing that. So there's High School Musical 2. The 13th year is a 90s OG. It's about a boy who approaches adolescence, his 13th year, and he grows scales, fins, communicates with fish, and breathes underwater, aka he turns into a mermaid. So a merman. Sorry, merboy. He turns into a merboy. So bracket 12.
All right. Discuss.
that's down in my heart.
I know, Cheryl. I know what I did to you here, and I apologize.
High School Musical 2 is so phenomenal. It's so good.
I became a lifeguard because of Gabriella.
It's so it's so good. It's so good. Kenny Ortega, once again, just an amazing choreographer. They definitely made a whole thing like a musical that's just beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful.
It's really good. Yeah.
Look at 13th year. A boy finds out he's a
mermaid. Like I think it's so funny. They were
as a merman.
They went through
species.
Yeah, they tell him it's just puberty.
Oh my god.
They go through that whole thing in the writer's room. They're like, okay, puberty, but as a mermaid, and everyone's like, whoa, and then some guy raises his hand and is like, can we make it a dude? And everyone's like, yeah. And I thought that was great.
The actor's name is Ches Starbuck.
I love that. Ches Starbuck.
There's a lot of issues with it though. Why did the mom not just swim down? Like she could have swam down.
I remember that.
Why did she give up her baby? At the end, does he become a merman or does he go back? Because they talk about we'll see him again, but like what?
Oh, that's right.
Also, he has electrical powers, but he's a mermaid. But like,
he's like an eel.
Go.
Like has an eel.
And why can't the mom talk, but he can talk?
I don't.
Good
I want
questions.
High School Musical to win out of these two.
Me too.
But when I did it myself, I had 13th year win just because it was so.
It was good. It was a good movie.
My
So
issues
amazing.
with High School Musical are he's singing about how he can't dance, but he's dancing. I know that's a musical, but I don't get it. And also,
I thought it was ironic.
this was not like I fell in love with Zach in the first one, or Troy in the first one. I don't love him in this one. He's too white boy privilege.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But like, okay, cute boys. Corbin Blue, just like him and Lucas Grabeel singing "I Don't Dance."
Ryan becomes his
just-
own person in this
Yeah.
one. It's for him.
He does.
Ryan blossoming in High School Musical 2 is part of the reason it's so good.
Breakup
Okay.
song.
It's okay. It's
Bet on it. Bet on it. Got you a tattoo.
Guys, I have to go with High School Musical
I
2.
don't.
Yeah.
I love Bet on it. I did a whole dance.
Bet on it.
for it.
The
I
secret.
created a
Okay.
talent show just so I could dance to Bet on it
I have a theory
at
that
my school.
I have
Yeah.
that High School Musical movies are also dependent on how you were doing in your time in your life, and I feel like I was thriving during High School Musical 1, but maybe I was just like not as. I feel like I didn't have the greatest summer or whatever when the High School Musical 2 came out or something. I don't know.
It was your summer escape.
Yeah,
I
that's the
don't think it
point.
was, but I did rewatch it again
Yeah.
like multiple times after and did
So
love it.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I also have to say, like, the color palette of like High School Musical 2, the aesthetic of it in like the desert is just
vibrant.
so vibrant. Yeah.
Oh, it's cool. It's
You
cool.
just want to be there. Like,
What's the?
Yeah.
I want more.
oh yeah,
Yes.
singing
The
like
scenario about all of the friends working together during summer at a country club, amazing. That I want to do that. Like, let's do it.
It was a dream. I wasn't gonna have that dream, but it was a dream.
Daniel, I think we
Yeah.
already know who won this.
I
one.
think, yeah. I totally forgot Bet on It came from High School Musical 2. And for anyone who doesn't,
really, really good. Like, hats off to 13th Year.
yeah,
because-
no, 13th Year is a great movie about a boy becoming a merman. So
Yeah.
please,
Pivotal movie.
it is.
please watch it. Please, please, oh, please.
Right.
Okay, this is another really rough one, everybody. I apologize. Here's bracket 13. Bracket 13 is the Cheetah Girls. It's about 4 teens who hold on to their dream of musical fame while navigating the twists and turns of their normal lives. It has Raven Simone in it, Adrienne Bailon, with Sabrina Bryan, and I forgot the other girl's name.
Aquamarine.
Keely, something. But yeah, so 4 girls. They went on to do other things in the Disney universe. Very talented, good music. And then we have Jump In, which is Corbin Bleu as a young boxer fills in when a member of his friend's team, Kiki Palmer, double dutch team, like falls apart last minute. So he joins a double dutch team, but he's a boxer. So then they're like, dude, you got to box because jumping rope is girly. And they say that a few times. And then he's like, but it makes me happy. And Kiki Palmer is so cute. Jump In. So that's Jump In. Okay. Cheetah Girls, Jump In.
All right,
Jump in.
go.
Cheetah Girls. Jump in.
Jump In. I say Jump In.
Girls, it had good. I loved the foster care plot point,
Yeah.
but other than that, they all suck. Aquanet is dull. She's my favorite, but she's dull.
Stop.
It's bossy, and I hate her. What dog jumps into a hole? Their arch didn't bring them together. It was a dog jumping in a hole.
Whatever. I love that dog.
I don't know. I love Jump In. Don't get me wrong. I started a double dutch team after that. I did. But cheating, I don't know. This one's hard for me too because I don't think either of them are gonna win.
This one's hard.
Like, it's another
I
one of those.
don't know. I think Jump In is let me tell you right now. Jump In. I just watched it. I just watched it recently, so it's still fresh in my mind. Corbin Bleu is the leading man we all deserve. Kiki
Yeah.
Palmer is a great actress and she's just phenomenal. And both of them are together. They're like this power team. And Corbin Bleu, if y'all
They do.
yes,
have to-
chemistry. And if y'all don't remember, Corbin Bleu has such an effortless charisma. Like you
Yes.
just want to watch that guy do whatever. And he's very fit. And most of the scenes he was doing was him doing them. Like, because that's just how talented the man is. So I thought, yeah, the plot of like, oh, it's girly. I'm like, why are they making fun of him? Like, he's a boxer, calm down. But like, so that was weird. But besides that, I really liked the narrator was actually the guy that he defeated who turned like, I thought that was a pretty good twist on things.
Yes.
Yeah, the storyteller of the story, I thought that was pretty cool. The routine in the end, I thought was like really great. Like, it was deserving of a win. You know, some movies where you're like, they like set them up.
You're like, how did that beat the other team?
Yeah, they did very well. Like, they, you know, made it so that he did win. I also, what did you say?
Like the family, like the dad and the sister relationship, that was like really good family dynamic.
Yeah,
growth in that.
And it was
the name of the team, the Red Hot Chili Steppers.
Yes,
It's really good.
I'm happy to jump on the jump.
Yeah,
I can jump in as well, but
okay.
I think because I like other Cheetah Girls movies also better than the first.
Yeah, there's another Cheetah Girls in here that I'm probably
I think
gonna
I'll have more passion later on, and jump in.
I understand
a lot when it came out, and I still really like Corbin Bleu still has a very special place in my heart.
And just his hair bouncing.
Yeah.
I just loved, and then to see all the characters. So like, this is something also to see a whole cast of Black characters wear their hair the way they wanted to and just like be themselves. I didn't like, that's insane. Like, that movie was so good, and I didn't even realize anything was like a myth. Like, I didn't realize it was such a like a big thing back then. But nowadays it's like, it's hard to find that kind of movie like that again. But I really
did double dutch with me after that. Was like, I think the only Black girl in my school, and I remember that movie also being a really big thing for her because she just wasn't around, and then to have that movie be out and be such a like, it was just recognizing a community that didn't get to have their movies on screen all the time. I thought that was really cool. And then side note,
stereotypes. Like the dad was present and the mom wasn't.
Yeah, the mom died. But I like a side note I figured out. So while I had this epiphany while watching Jump In, you guys, I had the biggest crush on Corbin Bleu back in the day. Obviously, he's just so charismatic and so talented. But now I was watching To All the Boys I Loved Before too, and there's a character in it named John Ambrose, and I realized because I loved Corbin Bleu is why I like Jordan Fisher's character in All the Boys I Loved Before, because they both, Corbin Bleu and Jordan Fisher, share that same charismatic energy, and I figured that out while watching Jump In, and it was just life-changing. But that's just me. That's my personal story. That's my personal anecdote. You're welcome. Okay, so here we go. Bracket number 14. This one's will be interesting. So we have the Princess Protection Program with old BFFs Selena Gomez and Demi Lovato. One is a princess in a kingdom that is threatened, and the other one is a normal high school girl trying to navigate life in like Louisiana of all places. The princess gets relocated to live with this girl because the girl's dad is a secret agent that protects princesses and royal families in danger. So they send her into this protection program. Now You See It tells the story of a reality TV show producer, Ali Milshaka, who goes out and finds new talent as in magicians for this TV show. She finds this one guy, and it turns out he's not just a normal magician, but he probably is actually pretty powerful in general. So that's Now You See It. So bracket 14.
Discuss.
This one's hard for me because I really like Now You See It, because I thought it was like a mystery and like kind of spooky in some parts, because you were dancing along that line of, does he have powers or is he just really good? Like, it was very interesting. Like, I thought that was a pretty interesting dynamic that they were playing with. But Princess Protection Program is Selena Gomez and Demi Lovato, and they're BFFs, and it just, to me, that one brings me nostalgia. because it's a cute little movie.
I feel like with Princess Protection Program, the only problem, like, I had such high hopes with it, like,
Yeah.
I
with
agree.
the two of them, and I was like,
agree.
I really like a lot of elements of this movie, and then I watched it, and I was not impressed. Like, it didn't sit with me. I wasn't like excited about it afterwards. Like, most of these movies, they came out like on a Friday, and then like that weekend, I felt like I went through a whole transformation because I just watched this new movie, and I did not get that with Princess Protection Program. But now you see, it was really interesting, and it was one of the few movies that Disney made that made you actually think about like what was going on and had that mystery.
Mm-hmm.
About the expectation.
You have to talk.
I like now
I'm
you
thinking.
see it.
I don't want to say it.
I think I don't know. I just really liked it growing up. It was one of the ones that I would always rewatch, but also just because I can't remember if it was Allie or AJ.
It was Allie.
I really liked Allie Mashaka.
Yeah, she
Oh
was
yeah.
I swoon over Phil of the Future.
Oh, see,
Was he
we're here again.
was he in that movie?
Wait,
It wasn't
yeah, I thought
him,
he was
actually.
that guy.
No, it wasn't him. I'm sorry, I messed up. They both have the spiky hair.
They're very similar.
I would
Well, I
choose.
swoon over that guy. Oh yeah.
Donnie Packer. Oh yeah, but I still have to say I'm gonna vote for Now You See It just
I'm gonna
because
vote for Now You See It as
I
well.
vote for Now You
Princess
See It.
Protection Program had so much and it just didn't hit the mark. But Now You See It really was a fun
Yeah.
movie to watch.
Oh
It
no,
just-
I agree. I just had to at least try for Princess.
Yeah.
Oh,
guys. Yeah,
Wow.
definitely. All right, that was
Meow.
I think. We are getting
I
tired.
got a kitten break. They didn't even see you yet, Mimi.
I'm good.
They didn't
I
even
saw.
see you.
Cute.
Do you hear her purring? She's so cute. No, she's so loud. She was yelling at me. She was squeaking. Okay. Now You See It. That's a good one. I agree. I think it's good. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, bracket 15. We're almost done, guys. So bracket 15 is The Descendants, which we were just kind of talking about them earlier. But in present day Oradon, Ben, who is the son of Belle and the Beast, offers a chance of redemption to the troublemaking offsprings of Disney's classic villains, Cruella de Vil, Maleficent, Evil Queen, and Jafar. So there's The Descendants. And then Luck of the Irish is a teenager must battle for a gold charm to keep his family from being controlled by an evil leprechaun. So bracket 15.
Discuss.
This is real. This is all real.
That if we're talking about movies that are around during the holidays, this is a movie I would watch at any time of the year. Luck of the Irish.
Any time
Any
of the
time
year.
of the year. And it was only on sometimes, or it was on at different times. Like they put it on certain holidays, but it was on a lot during. Like I would have
St.
to
Patty's
watch
Day.
it. I would like I could not like live the day without. That was how I remembered St. Patrick's Day. Was Luck of the Irish. That's how
Yes.
that's how I knew it. I didn't even care. I mean, obviously, like you go to school and pinch people.
If
but,
we're
like,
talking about, yeah, I was upset that it was only ever on at St. Patty's Day, and it was one of those movies that my family all had to sit down and watch Luck of the Irish. Like my dad, my mom, everyone loves that movie. It's so good.
I also had nightmares though from this movie.
It's
Like,
scary.
a lot.
It scared me.
The leprechaun,
Like, so
what's
many
his
nightmares.
name? Because
But I loved it.
I wrote down Kyle is a hottie until he turns into a ginger.
what's
Damn it.
I have some things to say about The Descendants that like are
I don't really like
cruel.
either of these movies.
They're
so I don't
really cruel. The Descendants, I just watched that for the first time and I was very, very, very disappointed in it because it was so, if we're talking about like between Xenon and like the costumes and everything, it made me appreciate Xenon so much more just because Descendants was so gimmicky and so like reliant on their costumes and their set design that it almost felt like they were basically just filming like a live musical with bad production money, like just not good. It was, and the one thing about a musical is you also like, I know a lot of people hate this about musicals, but there's like those songs where, or like they're just singing out of nowhere, just like as part of their daily life. And to do that right, you have to have the right lip syncing direction, and they did not. It was bad. Like the whole time you're like, this is so auto-tuned. This is so unrealistic that you can't, like Descendants gets like negative stars from me. The first one, the second one I will fight for because it was actually very good. But the first one, so putting these two against each other, it's like hands down Luck of the Irish, because that story is so good.
Yeah.
Timothy, what's his name? Omenson. Timothy Omenson is the guy who plays the evil leprechaun. Like anytime he's in anything, he's gonna win. He's gonna win that bracket because he's
I've
so
never
good
seen
too.
him in any.
He was in Psych. Oh my god, he was so good in Psych. His name is Lassie.
Oh my gosh,
Anyways,
that's
he's
funny.
so fun to watch always, as an evil leprechaun or as a detective or as whoever he wants to be. He's gonna be great to watch.
Yeah, you know, yeah, Luck of the Irish. I thought Descendants, with that whole franchise in general, I really like the premise that it's like the kids of villains, because they kept doing that thing where I wanted to see what every kid looked like. Like I was just nosy. I was like, oh my God, what other villains are there? Because I want to know what their kid looks like. Like I was just like, they had me on that. Like, oh, damn it. Like, how dare they? And that's why I think the second one, well, I was going to say, that's why I think the second one does so well, because they bring in even more kids. And then you have China and McLean as the Ursula's daughter. And like the other kids that I thought were really good.
I just have about Descendants. I mean, there was Kristen Chenwick.
I was just going to say, there's a lot of famous people in Descendants.
Why are all of the good people dumb as rocks? Why are they good, but they exiled people? Why is Carlos afraid of dogs? His mother kills dogs, but why is he afraid of dogs?
His mom said that they eat people because she kills them, so she has to like validate.
And why are they all the same age?
That's a good question.
Was there a baby boom?
Yeah, there was a baby boom.
Yes.
I did.
Where are the other good parents? Why are all of the villain parents there, but why can't we see the good parents?
We saw Belle and the Beast.
One.
But
that's it.
That's
they
it.
own the island.
I wanted to see Aurora just because.
And what's the evil queen's name? Her name can't be Evil Queen.
No, her name is. I did really like. I thought it was kind of funny how all their names were like their parents' names, and I thought that was actually a really, really good decision. I don't know if they thought of it when they decided that, but all of the like villains' kids' names are like played off of their parents' names.
Yeah.
That is very much a thing that narcissistic parents do.
Yeah.
Villains who are all narcissistic.
Well,
so I was like, actually, that's
people
a good
did
thing.
it too. Like
No.
Milan's daughter's name is Lonnie,
but she was like the only one because the other ones were like Ben and then Chaz and then like none.
Yeah,
of
I
them.
didn't know where Ben came from. I was kind of hoping for some more
Like, they-
insight on that one.
But it was like Mal was Maleficent's daughter, and then Evie was the Evil Queen's daughter, and
Yeah, I as much as I think that the franchise got better with age, I think Luck of the Irish is still better than the first Descendants.
Yeah.
Decided.
I put Descendants first, but that's because Luck of the Irish really scares me.
it's so good.
Therefore, it's winning. It scares Sarah. It's winning.
I
You
love
guys are-
Leprechauns
me.
might be my new.
We're gonna
Yeah.
talk about it more later.
That's always
because
been my fear.
It's in the
Yeah.
next one, but I had so much to say about Luck of the Irish.
You guys are making Luck of the Irish sound like Leprechaun, the horror movie.
Oh my God! Well,
That's what I'm imagining right now.
they probably got the idea from that.
Last
Okay.
bracket.
Last bracket, everybody. We made it. Yay. Okay. The Cheetah Girls 2 is the same cast from Cheetah Girls 1. They members are best friends, continue to crusade, they want to become a top pop group. One member decides to enter the group in a Barcelona music festival. The girls are thrilled. It's Viva España as they set off for the adventure of a lifetime. So it takes place in Spain. So Cheetah Girls, but in Spain. So then we have Cadet Kelly, which is with Disney's first Golden Girl, Hilary Duff, where Hilary Duff gets sent to a military school.
Not because she was bad, but because her new stepdad was the commandant.
Okay. I was looking for that in the synopsis. So she gets sent to a military school basically and just has to live her life. Oh, she has a hunky classmate and decides to join the drill team. Ooh.
Yeah. Well, that's a punishment for her. Yeah. She has to join the drill team.
Oof. All right. So
I've seen it, Tatiana.
I have not seen it. Bracket 16.
Discuss.
Okay, we're going. I'm gonna say Cheetah Girls 2 is my winner. It's beautiful. It's amazing. It's finding who you are as an individual and also as a group. And I love Cadet Kelly though. It really definitely has an honorable mention because it's so sweet. I don't know. This one's hard, but Cheetah Girls 2 wins because it's got such a.
I still don't like the Cheetah Girls.
Cheetah Girls 2. This is when
Cheetah Girls 2 is really
good.
Galleria is even more annoying in this one.
But when what's her song? Yes,
I think you guys, judging, you guys are gonna pick Cheetah Girls 2, which is fine. I'm willing to give it up. But Cadet Kelly is really good. I think
it is.
It has a really good step parent arc. And,
it does.
I can't relate, but I think that a lot of people need that.
Yeah, just the step parent, but I don't know. That just again, Kenny Ortega stepped in the second one.
I hate Kenny Ortega.
I think you just don't like musicals.
No, I don't.
Is the problem. He just took it. I don't know. It's I also grew up with a very Hispanic neighborhood and background, and then going into the Cheetah Girls, and they were going to Spain, and I love that culture, and they just bring it out a lot. They even had I can't remember her name right now, but the girl in it is a Spanish pop star.
Yeah, she is. Bibiana, is it?
Yes.
Or
Bibiana?
Yeah,
and
right? Yeah.
Wonderful, and she's not a bully, and I love that they touched on the mother-daughter thing between them too, because her mom was pushing her, and that happens a lot, and I love when they touch on that.
There's mother-daughter in Cadet Kelly. Her mother gets remarried, has a new baby, has to learn how to become a domestic housewife. But I actively would not wear anything cheetah because I hated the Cheetah Girls.
Oh, that's so sad. The difference between the mom, because one thing that a lot,
you guys can have it. I don't know why you're still arguing. You can put the Cheetah Girls.
No, I don't know what
Well, she hasn't seen Cadet Kelly.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, okay. Well, then we know our answer.
Yeah, I just
good. You should watch it. It is
Hilary Duff
Hilary
is
Duff
just
the
great.
girl, the mean girl in it is also really great, and they become friends, which is always
that's true. That's true.
Wonderful. And
the boy's not that cute, but he has pretty eyes.
The boy is not that cute. Oh, speaking of that, Cheetah Girls 2 wins just because of the tango between what's her face and the guy, the romantic tango.
Oh
that was my dream.
Do you guys agree that Galleria sucks?
No, I think
it comes
he's always
Cheetah Girls as a franchise was never my favorite. I actually haven't seen all the movies. I have maybe seen one of them, and that's the second one because it had to do with Spain. So my mom was like, "This is cool."
Is Bollywood the third one or something?
I'll be
I don't know.
Cheetah Girls 2 is the only good one out of the 3.
Okay. Yeah. You know what? I just want everyone to keep their opinions to themselves.
Okay. All right. So Cheetah Girls 2.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Carries on. Okay. Round 2, then 3, then 4, then 5. We can do this. We can do this. This will be easier, right, guys? Round 2. This will be easier.
Can we not talk about them for 20 years?
Yeah, I was thinking about bringing down the discussion time to 3 minutes.
Yeah, that's fine.
Or
because we've already talked about
it's also going to cut time because we're not synopsing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. Okay. And then once we go to the other bracket, we'll cut it down to 2 minutes.
Yeah.
1 minute, and then boom.
Yeah.
Right.
I
That
think
sounds
this-
good. 17.
Discuss.
Gotta Kick It Up or Xenon Girl of the 21st Century. What do we say?
Gotta kick it
Gotta
out.
kick it up.
Xenon. I will cry. Xenon is my favorite. Gotta kick it up. I have some issues, okay? They don't look like they're in middle school. America Ferrera, not in middle school. She never was in middle school. Teach doesn't look like she can dance. She kind of can. Forgettable. This movie is forgettable.
Not forgettable.
Again, Chewie is bad. Chewie is so
puede.
bad.
Sí se
They're lying
puede.
to their parents. And is it dance or cheer? They have pom-poms, but this is a dance
It's
team.
dance. It's dance.
Okay,
But
Tatiana,
why do they have pom-poms?
what do you think?
She said,
I
I am
So-
Xenon Girl of the 21st century.
We
Bangs, blonde girl. I'm a scientist.
All I
Their
ever wanted to
outfits,
be
they
was
have
gotta kick
great-
it up.
All I want to be is Xenon.
Okay, Tatiana.
this is I was going
Right now.
Don't let her threaten you.
Wait, can we do that one like last set?
No, we have to figure it out.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna do this now. So I was going to give it to Sarah because the point of a Disney Channel movie is for you to hold on to it, never let go. And obviously Sarah has done that. with Xenon Girl of the 21st Century. I like Gotta Kick It Up. I think what I like about it is the Hispanic culture, but I don't know if I care about the story. Like they could have all been kids from Kansas. And I don't think I would have connected as much as because they were Hispanic. I was like, oh, I like this because I love seeing that on screen. But other than that, I don't think I didn't like how at the end they didn't win. That made me mad. I was like, and it was just a title card. So they go through the competition and then a title card pops up and says they took second at nationals and then went on, or no, they took second in regionals and went on to nationals. Done. End of movie. That really ticked me off. I was sad.
But they weren't that good, so it would be a problem again. Like with where
I know my mom tried to tell me that. She was like, well, to be honest, they weren't that great.
But
So
also,
like,
I really like Gotta Kick It Up because it has that whole thing of just like Disney has a tendency to do the white privilege thing where everyone has school and everyone has like activities that they can do and everyone has these options. And this one is like, no, we have to fight. Like other people
You're right.
have to fight for their
so Gotta Kick It Up is, like I said, it's a good story because someone went through the work to make it happen. Like I could tell the script had probably been reworked a few times. Like I felt like it was somebody's passion project to make that a movie. So I do really respect it in that way. I really like it. But if it comes down to what movie kids treasure more, I think it might be Xenon than Gotta Kick It Up.
I treasure Gotta Kick It Up way more than Xenon. I forgot about what Xenon.
I forgot about what Gotta Kick It Up is.
Just
I will
Just
never
pass-
ever
But
ever
is
stop
Gotta
saying
Kick It Up
Huh.
your favorite?
okay. We
Neither.
Daniel, Daniel, what is your vote? I want your vote, Daniel.
Oh my God. I've
fragile. Xenon, pass it on. Sarah's the
I-
most passionate about this, and we're not all as passionate about Gotta Kick It Up. So pass it
Yeah,
on.
and Sarah's
Oh.
right.
She has a lot of good points.
favorite.
I go with Xenon.
Okay, there we go. Thanks, Daniel.
All right.
All right, there we go. Xenon goes on to the next round. Gotta Kick It Up, fought valiantly. Go watch it if you haven't seen it. All right, next one.
Discuss.
Between Brink and Wizards of Waverly Place, the movie. Everybody, what do we think?
Brink.
Brink.
I think
Yeah, that was easy. Okay, cool. That was all righty. Moving on. I love Wizards, the TV show. I don't know if I can really get behind the movie, but I do love a sassy Selena Gomez. So that's a perk.
I'm excited
Okay.
for this one.
Here we go. 19 bracket. Let's go.
Discuss.
Between Avalon High and Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off.
Avalon
Eddie's.
High.
Avalon High.
No. Eddie's.
Oh no.
Eddie's. I
Avalon
will fight for this
Avalon.
one.
I say Avalon.
I
Over here.
like Eddie's because it's an original story and how I love Avalon too and how clever it is, but it hasn't made its own.
But I
Sorry.
have to always love when people or like when Disney Channel tries to get the younger generations to like get into literary stories, and they did it so well. And it's so good. They're so great, all of them.
Are
and
we
it's
sure?
so good.
Are we sure that's the decision that you were thinking?
That is
Daniel,
my
what do you?
decision.
Bobby Flay is
Yes,
in Eddie's
he
Million
is
Dollar
in
Cook-Off.
Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off. It's
His
so
brothers,
great.
Eddie's brothers have really good insults. They call him Eddie Crocker. They make
It's
easy bake
so
oven
funny,
references.
you guys. It's so funny.
No,
It's
Avalon
just
High.
right up.
If we did the last
alley.
one for me, you have to do this one for Anna.
Yeah.
Because this is what she's passionate
Yeah.
about.
She's passionate about Smart House.
Yeah.
Okay, but I can be
wait a
passionate.
minute.
I can be passionate about 2 movies. That's
Okay.
not
These are the only
fair.
2 movies Anna's seen.
No,
Ah!
I've seen a lot of them.
That's true.
I was really passionate about Luck with the Irish.
Food fight
and,
times
True.
2.
Like I have
That's
a lot
true.
of passions, but I do.
That's fine. I feel like
It has Orlando Brown in it.
It
He was
does.
also critical to our childhood.
I'm afraid. Okay, so here's actually my fear: is Avalon High isn't my favorite,
Okay.
and Eddie's is not my favorite either. I don't want either of them to win, but I'm afraid that if Eddie's goes through, you guys are gonna fight for it to win, and I don't think it should win.
Okay, push Eddie's through, and we
Is
won't
my
worry
thing.
about that.
I-
Xenon could.
Well, here's the thing. I think whoever wins this bracket, it's fine because the next bracket I think will win that bracket. So honestly, Avalon or Eddie's, I'm fine with Eddie's on that one.
Okay,
That's
Let's go.
what we want to do.
My leg is
I do like Avalon High though, so go watch it. Okay.
Again, if the brackets were different, it would be.
Yeah, it'd be different.
Yeah, this would be this just because of the random just because it's random, it's so ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Okay. Bracket number 20.
Discuss.
It is Johnny Tsunami versus Descendants 2.
I'm
Johnny
gonna
Tsunami.
say Descendants too. I hate Johnny Tsunami.
I like Johnny Tsunami.
So boring.
Johnny Tsunami.
I think
I
over
will recommend
I'm
that
not
no one
Descendants.
ever go watch that movie. It's so
Oh,
boring.
I would.
Johnny
put
Tsunami
is-
became Johnny Capahala back on board, which you were very passionate
I
about.
love Johnny Capahala back home. It's so
I'm
much
going with
more
Johnny
inspirational, but Johnny Tsunami is just
I heard that, Anna.
Yeah, I'm not for Descendants too.
boring.
Okay.
It's fine, but I'm gonna say no
fine.
to it every single time.
She's
it
not
comes
even gonna
up.
write it down. She's okay.
I will always fight it.
Okay.
That's fine. It's okay. All right. 21, bracket 21.
Discuss.
Wendy Wu Homecoming Warrior versus Twitches.
Wendy
Wendy
Wu.
Yeah, Wendy.
Yeah, I vote for Wendy Wu too.
I think we fought that one pretty well.
Yeah, we did.
in
Yeah.
the last- that's gonna-
Yeah, we did. I think we fleshed that one out. It's a good movie. Brenda's song is just a gem. Okay.
Okay.
This is hard. Here we go. 22. Dun, dun.
Discuss.
Smart House versus High School Musical 2.
High School Musical too.
High School Musical 2.
High School Musical.
I already
too.
knew you guys were gonna do that. Don't even talk to me. Okay. No, I'm fine.
I just love High School Musical 2. Okay, this is so hard. Okay. Next bracket. Bracket 23.
Discuss.
Jump In versus Now You See It.
I'm gonna say jump in.
Jump in.
Jump in.
I'm gonna go with Jump In too. I appreciate what like Avalon High kind of thing. I appreciate them doing it or like making it a movie, but when you put it next to what they're good at, which is musical movie things, then it's Jump In. Because that soundtrack to Jump In was good. It
Yes.
was good.
Yes, it was.
Okay, bracket 24. Here we go.
Discuss.
Luck of the Irish versus Cheetah Girls
This
2.
one's fucking hard.
This is really hard.
This one
Why?
is so hard for me.
I say Luck of the Irish
Luck of the Irish.
I would
Luck
say
of
Luck
the
of the
Irish.
Luck of the
Yeah.
Irish win.
because it has a whole holiday attached. Like I can't go without a St.
But
Patrick's
it's
Day. without
also
watching it.
timeless.
But it's also not a holiday
Yeah.
movie. Like it's a heritage movie.
Yeah,
which is-
yeah. It exactly. It's
That's so funny to me.
Yeah, it is pretty funny. Okay.
All right.
okay. Round 3. So we've made it to the. Oh my God, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 movies left to choose from before we get to the semifinals. So okay, here we go. First bracket of round 3.
Discuss.
It is Xenon Girl, the 21st Century versus Brink.
Xenon.
Oh,
Brink.
I would say Brink is the only movie I'll
Brink.
let Xenon do.
I think Brink is a solid movie in general.
If we're going with Xenon, I'm down for Xenon.
I
Brink.
think Brink is very similar to a lot of the other movies, and
Because-
Xenon is still
Because
very
they're
different.
based
And
off of Brink.
I know but
Brink
that-
is so good. Like, just I think
mean-
Brink is so good because the character of the guy himself is he's like a good kid. And I've never watched a movie where I was just I was like, the movie's in good hands, guys. I don't have to worry. He'll do the right thing.
So much more interesting than Brink. Like Brink, I was sitting through it and
don't you love the montages?
Xenon is smart and it's fun.
I'm willing to give it to Brink.
No, Brink is so hard to
I think Brink, you learn lessons. Like I said, about that lesson we talked about in the first round. I think it was a really good.
I haven't watched Xenon.
Okay.
You learn lessons in Xenon.
We've decided.
But I say Brink, you can do Brink.
Damn.
All right, cool.
Just to be fair, Xenon is my top Disney Channel movie.
That's
is that what you
that
picked?
is
Okay.
your that's your top.
Yeah. I believe you.
And it like loses out. Did you?
I will go watch it after this. I will go watch it. Believe me, I will.
It's still very good.
I've seen it years ago. Like very small recollection of it, but I liked it back then too. Okay, so next bracket.
Discuss.
Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off and Johnny Tsunami.
Eddie's.
I say Johnny.
Whatever.
No.
Hawaiian Grandpa. That's all I gotta say.
One hand. You can like.
I can't believe
Don't
the
throw
way
like
you
a girl.
fight for these.
I mean, I'm willing
gosh.
to give it to Eddie's, but
Eddie's
I love
is-
Johnny Tsunami.
Johnny Tsunami like we talked about Brink. Johnny Tsunami started Disney Channel movies and
Again.
went on.
So boring.
Just
It's not boring. You don't like sports, Cheryl. Cheryl, you don't like sports.
I love
That's why I
sports
like
movies.
that.
I absolutely love sports movies. I just don't like when they're like.
They're both sports movies.
Well, okay, no, I do like
But
sports movies. Here's the thing: you're putting them up against other very, very good movies that are different and like.
Okay, why should we? Okay, so like if we're putting, so I know Eddie's got a lot of good themes in it. I know Johnny Tsunami's got a lot of really good themes in it, but why should Eddie win over Johnny?
I don't care. Neither of them are my favorite. I still hate Tsunami. I still hate Johnny.
Yeah,
and
I know.
Eddie's is such a good story about just. I
Daniel,
always
you
am here
decide.
for breaking the gender norm and.
All right.
I'd be
So
here.
the three of you are voting for Eddie's, right?
I'm voting for Johnny.
You're voting for Johnny. Sarah's voting for Eddie's.
No, she said Johnny.
I originally said
Oh, she said
but
Johnny.
Eddie winning.
Okay. Cheryl, what are you going for?
I'm going with Eddie's because
Eddie's.
Tsunami is.
And Anna, you're going for Eddie's?
Yeah.
All right. Sarah said that she's going for Eddie's, so I gotta give it to Eddie's.
Johnny.
Okay.
Okay, we don't
I mean, no, wait, you're going for Johnny, but you said that you would give it for Eddie's, though, right?
I would. But I love Johnny Tsunami.
Wait, no.
This one is
But it's not the top movie.
It could be. It could be.
It can't. It can't be. It's
All right.
not.
I will decide. I don't know. I did not know Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off existed, but I knew about Johnny Tsunami, so
You should
if
watch
my
it.
vote counts for
Very
anything,
good.
I go for Johnny Tsunami. That's my vote.
What?
Ugh. You know what? This is a rigged competition. The ref should not have said.
Why would you?
Do you want Eddie's? I'll give you Eddie's. If you're that passionate, if you're gonna fight that hard, I'll
What it is.
do you want Eddie's?
Yeah,
It's fine. It's not gonna
Okay.
win. So
that's true.
No, I could. No, the point is that you gotta carry it as if it's gonna win. I want to see that passion go all the way through.
all of you guys.
Commitment. You
I
gotta
will
believe in
carry
your
Johnny
choice.
Tsunami all the way through. I want to make sure you're carrying Eddie all the way through.
But I just don't feel that anyone else is. So I feel
I like Eddie's.
Okay.
I love Eddie's.
All right. We're going with Eddie's.
Okay, I want to see that passion. Carry that. I'm giving it. Okay, there we go. Eddie's makes it over Johnny.
Oh my
Tsunami.
God. I didn't think the podcast was going to survive that. Oh,
I don't know if I'll survive. Okay, next bracket. Windy Woo. Okay, go ahead.
discuss.
Windy Woo Homecoming Warrior versus High School Musical 2.
This one's
Give
hard.
it to
High
give
School
it to High School
Musical
Musical
High School
2.
Musical too.
High School Musical 2. But Windy, you fought valiantly. You did.
It went as far as it's so.
It did.
But High School Musical 2 is still
It was in trouble because it was in High School Musical 2's bracket. Like if it was in the other bracket, it would have like won, but it just luck of the draw. It was all wrong. Okay. next one. Are we ready?
Discuss.
Jump In versus Luck of the Irish.
Luck of the Irish.
Jump in.
Jump In.
No, come on. Luck of the Irish.
Like, Luck of the
Anna.
Irish is like, okay, mine's Luck of the Irish.
The whole movie
Like,
is so good. It's like, I mean, it talks about heritage. It doesn't just talk about Irish heritage. It talks about all heritage and how it's important not to forget your heritage and assimilation. So we're talking about overall.
What is the main actor's name?
Do I?
Because I can tell you Corbin Bleu, Kiki Palmer.
that's
I love them
different.
all.
They're
all
like,
great actors.
No, but that's
different.
different.
No,
That's
acting
so
matters.
Okay.
But the acting is good.
What are the two main characters in Xenon's name?
Yeah.
Xenon.
It
already got knocked out. It already got knocked
So
out.
I know.
Luck of the Irish, you literally, they were scared of their heritage because they are leprechauns.
Okay, no, Luck of the Irish. They're like, we need our family's luck. We need our family's luck. And then at the end, they're like, you just need determination. Is it luck or determination? What is it?
Well, that's the thing.
You know
You
what?
have to make your own luck.
You know
Like,
what?
you have to embrace your heritage.
I'm
and
jump
make it
in.
what
Daniel,
it is.
you have to
Daniel, you
tie
have to
No,
decide.
it's definitely.
No, it's
And then
Jump
at
In.
the
Jump
end,
In is
they
such
have
a
that
good movie.
beautiful moment at the end where they all sing "This land is your land."
Okay,
this
oh
Oh my
land."
God. Oh, jump in. Jump in. Jump in
No,
so
and
hard.
that's
Red Hot
so
Chili
good.
Peppers.
No, Luck of
Okay,
the Irish
Daniel is making
wins.
the final
It
decision
has to
on
win.
this
It's
one.
So
He is
All right.
making it because we have already are actually I
Luck
dissed
of the
him.
Irish is scary.
no,
I'm
it's
gonna-
so good.
Okay, go.
Oh my
Daniel.
I'll throw in my 2 cents here. All right. So you said that This Land Is Your Land is in Luck of the Irish. I like that. I'm a big old Woody Guthrie fan. But Corbin Bleu is in Jump In. And people used to say I look like Corbin Bleu.
Oh, bias.
God.
Okay,
So I gotta go with Jump In because I'm in it.
go. Just do it. Here we go. Here it is.
I have to go with this one because this makes sense.
Let's do this.
I also acknowledge I don't look like Corbin Bleu, and people were saying that to make fun of me.
There's 4. It's a compliment.
No, it's a compliment. Stop
I took it as a compliment, though.
Yeah, it totally should have been.
Now I
Okay, you guys, I'm looking at this list of 4 right now, and I actually think we did something right. Through all this bickering and yelling and screaming, I see these 4 movies, and I think we did it. Like, I think these are really good. I think we
All right.
narrowed it. All right, first bracket
This
in
one's gonna
round
be
3.
This one's gonna be a minute long. All right, you guys got a
Okay,
minute.
who
get
goes
through
to the
this.
championship? Let's see.
Discuss.
Brink or Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off?
Brink.
Eddie's $1 Million.
Eddie's $1 million.
Brink. I say Brink.
Brink. If we're
Wait, okay. I feel like Sarah's been on a journey through this. She was like,
Well, bring me Xenon. So
okay, so something, okay, you already know where my vote is, so it doesn't matter, but I want to know now what Daniel's thought based on like how much we've been yelling about like now we've yelled so much. So what do you think, Daniel? What is your thought since we're half and half?
Well, usually if a movie is great, it's memorable, and you guys have said that before, right? Like it pops up in people's heads. When I think of Disney Channel movies, I think of Brink. So I'm gonna have to give it to Brink.
okay.
but Eddie
Eddie-
That's
It's
It
very
is.
good. It's
Eddie's
I've-
is really good. It's a good movie.
I'm breathing. Okay.
But I will watch Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off to see how great of a movie
We're
it
going
is too.
backwards
Because
now.
it
We're going
wins for
backwards.
me. So I want my second one to win.
It's good.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Next one. This is a good one. This is really good.
All right. Discuss.
High School Musical 2 or Jump In.
High School Musical.
too.
Yeah, I agree. It sucks because Jump In is a good movie, but you put it against High School Musical 2 and like what wins? I don't know. What would win?
Both solid Corbin Bleu movies.
Yes. Solid use of Corbin Bleu. Solid use.
Yes. But
So-
High School Musical still has that memorable factor that
It's an institution. It's just High School Musical 2 is so good, but Jump In is great. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's fantastic. Oh my God. So it looks like, wait, I don't understand. Oh, we have to do bronze match in a minute. Okay. Bronze match first.
Yeah.
Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off
Thank you.
versus Jump In. Daniel, where's your 1 minute timer for this one?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Discuss.
Jump in.
Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off.
I have to say jump in.
I don't care about your opinion.
Jump in's so good. It's
You're not gonna turn it.
I'm gonna say Jump In.
jump in.
You are gonna turn it. Jump in. Why are you?
I'm gonna say Jump In.
It's got it. Jump in. It's Corbin Blue. It's like
Anna's crying.
I'm gonna go crazy. Like
Eddie's made me a good cook.
Eddie's made me
did
the
not
person
make me
I
a
am.
good cook at all.
There's one scene in Eddie's where Eddie's like, they're making fun of me for cooking, and then this other girl is like, oh, and like the home ec teacher is like, oh, is that why people make fun of me because I cook? And she said, no, honey, there's lots of reasons. And then a teacher burn, fantastic.
Yeah, it was okay. I would.
Just
I don't
for the
know.
teacher burn.
What are we?
I was trying to think of the point I haven't used yet. Because I made a lot of points.
Do we want to do a celebrity tiebreaker? I can call a fellow child who knows about both movies.
We know what was on in your house, and
It's
it was
fine.
not Eddie's
It's fine.
$1 Million
It's fine.
Cook-Off.
Just
Is it split?
It's split.
Tatiana jump in?
I'm Jump In. Cheryl's Jump In. And there.
jump in, Dana.
All right. I'm gonna jump in myself here, but I'm not gonna pick Jump In. Because Anna said something that was very, very poignant. She said, Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off made me who I am today. And that's important.
Like
So I have to go with Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off.
Oh
Okay, thank
my goodness. There it is, everybody. Third best Disney Channel
place.
movie.
Wow, big whoop.
Oh wait, where the fuck?
What?
What happened? Oh
Go
no.
back.
Did
Finish it.
I break it? Oh no, I'm fine. Okay, great. So, okay.
All right.
Championship game. Now we already know who's in third place, which is Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off, followed by in fourth place, Jump In. We are now between the last two movies, Brink, the story of an inline skater who just wants to be with his buds and live life, and High School Musical 2, a story about a bunch of kids who work at a summer job at a country club.
Discuss.
High School Musical 2.
Brink.
Honestly, I didn't even know about Brink until Tatiana was like, it's Danielle's favorite. And then I had to watch it. And
I
was-
just don't know if a sequel can be the winner.
It can.
It can. Disney
And
is
I-
very Disney is so like High School Musical is fine. High School Musical 2 better. Cheetah Girls is fine. Cheetah Girls 2 better.
High School
Lots
Musical
of
3 is the best one. It's fine.
what?
High School Musical 3 is the best one.
It's a
Why
good
did you
one.
put it on there?
It's not a Disney Channel original.
I like High School
No.
Musical.
It came out in the
Wait.
in the theaters.
Tot, what's your vote?
This is hard because they're both complete. I'm glad we got to this point because we have a representation, because I think Disney Channel movies are half musical and half sports, like literally both. And we have a sport movie and a musical movie being represented. I think that's really good, guys. I think we did our job there. But
Time's up.
1 minute, I'm gonna have to
minute.
go with High School Musical 2.
Okay.
But Brink is also a great representation of a Disney Channel movie, original movie also. So
I think we can, and if anything, we can learn from this that like brackets are difficult, but that's how you. And it's because if we put all of our favorite movies against each other, or we picked ourselves, it wouldn't be fair. And so,
Wait, Anna, what was your top favorite in your head?
Yeah.
I think Eddie's was definitely my top favorite, but I have a lot of like. I do really like Cheetah Girls, and I think the second one was the best, and I think it's really good. But that was something that stuck with me, like as like a passion as a child. So
Tot, what was your top when you did it?
this is really hard. I think obviously going into this, I was a High School Musical 2 fan, and then here we are at High School Musical 2. But I was eager along the way to rediscover like old favorite, or like kind of go through and see which ones I missed. And my ones I missed were definitely Wendy Wu, Homecoming Warrior. Totally forgot about that. Now I got to go watch Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off apparently, because it's the third best movie and I got to see it. Avalon High is great. and this Johnny Tsunami is fantastic. So like I knew High School Musical 2 would win, but at the same time,
my top two were High School Musical 2 and Xenon, and I couldn't really decide, but I think through it, I love Xenon.
You know what's so funny?
Yeah.
When I first, like when we first put out the list, in my head, it was either going to be for me Cheetah Girls 2 or High School Musical 2. Like for me originally, but then when I actually like went through and did all of the things myself, like I went through and did the whole thing, I was actually like really surprised that Luck of the Irish won for me, because it just had such a like, because it talks about so many things and has like so many good elements to it. But I was
her second shocked. Was Halloween Town. We know Cheryl does holidays.
Yeah. Halloween Town. I'm really surprised that I didn't have, like, I was shocked when High School Musical 2 and Cheetah Girls 2 both didn't make it to the end when I did it by myself.
Yeah, that's true.
They just didn't. I rewatched Luck of the Irish, and I still actually stand by my Luck of the Irish is the best Disney Channel movie in my head. It's pretty good.
That's okay. That works. I think a lot of it too is like what you're saying. It depends on what time, the year you were born. It depends on like your household, like just what was going on.
Since like what you were going through in that time, I feel like that's important.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what? Actually,
what your mom approves of? I feel like my mom did not approve of the Cheetah Girls because they were too sassy.
They were
and
sassy.
I was already
and they were a little
sass.
sexy too, and that was a little bit too much.
Oh yeah.
They were like their like sexiness was like, I only was allowed to see them in concert because they went with Miley Cyrus, and so my mom, Miley Cyrus is like innocent of like yeah. And so I was allowed to see them, but then she knew that I really liked them, so she was like, all right, I'll let it slide.
Cheetah Girls are great. Cheetah Girls 2 is just, it's so good. You can't.
Yeah. My house is
Kenny Ortega. You know what? Like, I have to give it to Kenny Ortega. I think he's the best thing that's ever happened to this world. Because then he did Julie and the Phantoms. Oh, so good.
I really like Kenny Ortega. He did something recently for the inauguration or stuff. So he's been doing big things since then. So it just keeps going on. You'll never know where you'll see Kenny Ortega. I feel like he just pops up. He just shows up randomly. So, but I think okay.
Looks like he sexually assaults people.
No.
Okay.
No, because when I was watching Julie and the Phantoms, I remember I felt so much, and I was like, this is so amazing. And then his name is the first one that pops up at the end of it, and I was like, well, there we go. That's why. Like,
why does he do like Disney? Why doesn't he do like
he does
better things?
I mean, he did This Is It. He did.
I don't know what This Is It.
That's the Michael Jackson documentary.
I don't like Michael Jackson.
Okay, so I think what we could also
he does lots of other things. He did Hocus Pocus, which is Disney, but
so what question about the winners here? So what do you think why do you think the reason High School Musical 2 won? Like, why do you think it was so and do you think other people would think it would win too?
I think
depends on your age.
I think it really does depend on when you kind of joined the Disney Channel train.
Yeah.
Because High School Musical 2 was at that peak moment when all of us were kind of like watching and getting like emotionally invested in like Disney Channel movies. And
I think it's timeless. I think it's memeable.
Yeah.
I think that it is that like world that I wish I lived in more than any of the other High School Musicals.
True.
Like I didn't want to be in a High School Musical, but it was acceptable in like a country club. Like I said, I became a lifeguard.
Yep.
And like the colors, it is very vibrant and
very
fun. It's a feel good movie.
And it's so funny. I remember watching High School Musical 2 on my way to a trip down here to Los Angeles, and my aunt was with me sitting in the back seat watching it on the little DVD player, and she was like, you know, this is nothing like what high school is like. And I was like, yeah, I'm aware, but it's still great. It's still so much fun.
Question, do you think standalone it would be a good movie, or does it piggyback off High School Musical?
Good question. I think it's the first time we get to hear Zac Efron sing.
Yeah.
I think it's the first time we actually see the two main characters kiss. So yeah, I think if we packaged it and sold it as its own movie, I still think it would do pretty well if we just
I think that the chemistry between Troy and Gabriella is better in High School Musical 1.
I do.
Even though
that,
they kiss.
like, so
I
that,
think,
yeah, that's why you would need it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know. Yeah, I think High School Musical 1 is almost necessary just because of the relationship tension between all of the characters.
100%. It already solidified why all of the people were mixing with each other, because remember in the first movie they're like, why are we all friends? But in the second one, I think that's why the second one is so fun, because they do that.
Like the souffle guy works in the kitchen.
Zeke.
Yeah.
Zeke is underrated. He's an underrated character. I really like Zeke. He's great.
And I feel like Taylor, is that her name? Gabriella's best friend, deserved better.
Yeah.
She was really smart, but they didn't
She
really do anything with her.
Yeah.
Doing all the experiments and stuff. Yeah.
Gabriella's best friend, the Corbin Blues girlfriend.
Yeah.
Oh, Taylor McKessie. I was thinking Monique Coleman's real name. I was like, Monique Coleman. And I was like, no, that's not her name in the thing. Yeah, she was very underutilized. She was so smart and totally was going to Yale completely.
Yeah.
But then I also, does anyone remember the Sweet Life of Zach and Cody episode where they did High School Musical and Brenda's song gets cast as Sharpay? And
Oh yeah, because
like, what? I'm totally Sharpay, and they're
so
like,
funny.
you look nothing like Sharpay.
Yeah. They're like, you could never. I was so funny because Ashley Tisdale is also a really good actress and just like phenomenal in general. But it was so funny because her character on the Sweet Life of Zach and Cody was so different than Sharpay that joke worked so well in the show, because they're like, you're nothing like Sharpay, like you don't even look like her, and she's like, what? And then it's like, well, I believe them, maybe. I believe it.
Right.
I was like, we'll give it to London. I'm not giving it to you. Like, I totally believe that.
Wendy Wu, Homecoming Warrior, like
That was a good one. That was a good one.
So good. I always
Wow.
remember. That was one of the ones that I made my grandma video and like
No, I
burned to a
specifically
DVD.
remember that was one of the ones that I was like, I'm really excited for this to come out. Like Wendy Wu is coming out. I'm like, I don't know what days they came out. Like Friday.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think our choices were really good. I think we came out with a pretty good decision. I think our top 4 are really good. Like, sample. I think the ones I left out, I felt bad, was like Motocrossed was one of them. I felt bad leaving that off the list. There was, what was the other one? The Color of Friendship I left off, but I like that one too.
Get a Clue with Lindsay Lohan.
Get a Clue, Stuck in the Suburbs.
Starstruck, Sterling K. Knight.
Starstruck.
It's not a good movie,
Not
but
a
I
good
love
movie,
Sterling
but
K.
he's
Knight.
beautiful.
Yeah,
I remember
exactly.
There was a trailer for, or just like a how it was made for Starstruck, and one of the things that they struggled on was getting Sterling Knight to look like a singer, because he did not sing. He can't sing. Like, he's a terrible singer, and he's not a performer at all. And so they had to do like most of their like time just practicing him like singing with the microphone and just being,
No way.
yeah, because he couldn't. And so like the whole lip syncing thing there too, like they spent a lot of their time trying to figure out like, him.
That reminds me, I left out Camp Rock 2, which is a favorite to some people.
I like Under Wraps, throwing it real back.
Yeah, that's double teamed. Go figure.
Ultimate Christmas present.
Oh,
Baby Brenda.
Good. That's a good one.
Yeah, so there was a bunch of them that I didn't put, like I just never got to, but
What was your favorite
Yeah.
Disney Channel original movie? And which one did you think we would pick?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
seemed
Yeah.
shocked.
yeah, Daniel, which one did you think we would pick?
To be the best one?
Yeah. And which one are you going to watch after this immediately?
Good question.
Yeah. All good questions.
I thought that one of the High School Musicals was going to get picked. I
Yeah.
kind of expected High School Musical 2 to get picked.
Ooh, okay. So
I
you
thought that
knew.
was going to be the one that was going to win out.
Wow.
That's the only Disney Channel movie that I think I've seen from beginning to end.
Okay.
Oh,
So-
wow.
Yeah.
That's
Because it transcends so
Wow.
good.
And I think it's, you guys said it, that's like peak Disney Channel movie.
Yeah.
You know, that's like the Beatles. Like they have like A Day in the Life. Like that's like their peak right there for Disney
Yeah.
Channel movies. High School Musical 2 is The Day in the Life.
Yeah.
That makes
Yeah.
any sense.
It does.
Fair to say that it was like High School Musical 2, like they were all leading up to it, and then like it's definitely the peak, because I think after
And
that,
which one are you excited to watch, Daniel?
yeah,
Which one?
I'm gonna watch Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off, and then I'm gonna watch Xenon, Girl of the 21st Century.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I'm gonna watch Avalon High or Luck of the Irish.
Those are actually Daniel's movie list is a good list.
Good choices.
I just
those are good.
Purely off basis, you gotta watch 13th Year.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You guys, it's no fair that 13th Year. It's no fair it got thrown off so fast. It really isn't. That's not fair.
So fast.
I will definitely watch 13th Year. I've always wanted to be a merman.
But yeah, that's a good takeaway list. I need to do that. I'm probably gonna watch Xenon. I gotta watch Eddie's. I'm gonna watch Smart House again.
Yes.
I'm gonna watch Smart House.
I think we want to
13th
hear
Year.
from like, our listeners, our audience.
We'd love to hear
like,
you guys
what
tell us.
they're gonna watch and what their favorite was.
Tell
Yeah,
us how
that's
wrong
true.
we are.
Yeah.
Tell
Oh
us
my
how wrong
God.
we are and how mad you are.
Clearly, through all this time, we are correct.
We
dedicated
for what
so
we
much
loved.
to
We
this.
put
I
so
also
much-
want to say that this is the definitive list of the greatest Disney Channel movies.
Yeah.
The BuzzFeed one is wrong.
Yeah.
It's all just wrong. We're the legit
I think
ones.
this bracket right here, like looking at it all, and we will make it available to everyone else. But this bracket right here is a beautiful representation of almost we like crossed,
we have literally
decades.
from 1998 with Brink, one of the
Yeah.
first Disney Channel movies, to Descendants 2, which was in 2017.
You know what? I need
But-
to watch the
Yeah.
Kim Possible.
Oh yeah, the new Kim Possible.
I didn't watch it.
Yeah.
The new Kim
that live
Possible, I
action?
left that out. Yeah, the live action Kim Possible, I left out too. But that's also a movie you could watch. There's like Zapped with Zendaya is another movie. Frenemies, Radio Rebel. There's a bunch.
Yeah, those are a whole
Those
different
are different though.
point. Those are like in between the High School Musicals and Descendants.
Yeah. So
Oh, Smart House won in entertainment.
yeah, so this list I think is the best list out there. This is the best list you'll ever find,
Yeah.
and you can work off of this.
And we
Read it and weep. Oh, it's beautiful, and I hope everyone has a good time watching them all.
Yes. This is a
Ooh,
project
ooh,
for the
again.
pandemic.
Luck of the Irish is so good.
I'll tell you, by watching them all kind of back to back within a few days, I did have like a good time. Like I was telling Daniel before we were even recording that watching them all kind of gave me like, we can't go out and do things, right? But I got to see these kids kind of like go out, have fun, hang out with their friends. And it was pretty fun. It was like fun. It was a good time. I did it with my mom in the room and my dad sometimes in the room. So it was a good family activity.
Oh God. We
What?
just looked at BuzzFeed. BuzzFeed's #1 Disney Channel movie is Xenon Girl of the 21st Century.
Okay. You know what?
It's good. It's very
That
good.
person is obviously on the same wavelength as Sarah. Like they're
Did
probably
Sarah
two
write
blonde
that?
girls. Yeah,
Did you write that BuzzFeed article?
it's another
Sarah?
blonde girl.
Yes.
Okay.
Another blonde
And
girl.
with that,
This is
All right, and yeah, exactly. With that, that's where we'll leave you today. But go out, watch those movies, have a good time. Tell us what's your favorite, and if not, just hey, they're all so good though.
it's very late,
I keep yawning.
and it's 9:00.
It's 9:00. It really is. We need you to please leave.
Go watch a movie.
Please leave.
Go watch a movie. Alrighty. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Do you agree with our assessment? Let us know in the comments down below, or send us an email at
pleaseleaveby9podcast@gmail.com. That's pleaseleaveby9podcast@gmail.com.